Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to download GHCN data. So this is uh, Climatology network, GHCN. Basically, these are the observation precipitation data set for the whole universe. So if you want to download that observed gauge data, these are called also the gauge data. If you want to download this gauge data set, so you can go for this GHCN, and it is not limited to USA. It is covering the entire globe. So that's why it is called Global Historical Climatology Network, right? So if you want to select any specific location, you can do that. So I'm going to show you how to download the entire data set for the whole universe, and then you can even make a subset for your specific area if you know the station ID. So I have the code, I've written the code in Python, so that will do the job for us. Okay, let me just show you how to do that. Okay, at first you have to download this data. The download it is easy. I'm going to show you the download today first, and if I get time then I'll show you the processing as well. Okay, so if you just go to any browser, and if you just search for GHCN, okay, GHCN, then it will show you that directory, that one. It is also from NOAA, right? So it will give you the daily data, but this is basically the text file, and the file format is horrible. Okay, so there it is, Global Historical Climatology Network daily data set, and you can go to their HTTP server and you'll read here how to access that data, and you'll see the description, right? Station will be a station ID, latitude, longitude, elevation, state, and different type of thing. And you can go to there, and they have their archive, they have all these documents, and you can download the summaries of the latest data. But if you want to download the time series for the entire time series, how can you do that? You have to go to that site. I'm going to show you right after that one. So if I go back here, it is also there as well, right? How to download this data. So here it is. I'll give you the link in the description below. So you'll see that you have to look for this data and NCEI direct download. If you go there, direct download instead of any FTP server, so sometimes we have problem with that one, right? And it will show you that archive, right? You can select by station, you can select by year, you can see all these figures, and you have the description in the text file, right? And you can select that HCN file as well. But for downloading the entire data set, you have to download any tar file or .ganji file. Okay, so for all ACE, right, GHCN D, and you can see the station description here, right? We have the description. If you go back, these are the stations. At first you have to identify these stations, and you have to plot this station using GIS. You have to open this. It is pretty simple how to open a text file if you have the latitude and longitude. So that's the description they already provided, right? The first one is the station ID, that is the latitude, that is the longitude, right? And we have the state name. Okay, so if you know the stations, you have to open all this because there are many. It is covering the entire world. And if you know the stations for your watershed or for your study area, you can, I'll show you that after downloading. So once you are done with this file, it is showing even the 3.2 gigabyte. Okay, I already downloaded that one. If you click, it will start downloading. Okay, it will say start downloading. So I've done this process and I uploaded this in my Linux machine. So I'm going to show you everything there today. So that is the data set here. I have the GHCN, right? GHCN all. See here, I extracted this. I already downloaded that one here, right? GHCN D and all, because this is the daily data. That's why that is that one. And I also have that description of the stations. I put it there, and I prepared the station, right? Station number, and I made subset for my study area for us watershed in Texas. So after extraction, what I have, let me just quickly show you that, because the files are many. It's many for the entire world. That's why it is just kind of taking a while. And by this time, okay, these are the files. These are basically .dly means daily file. These are nothing but text file. Okay, so if I want to open one, you'll see you can't even read. These are the station name, and then you have the coordinate and everything, right? And then you have the data. These are kind of, and if it is 999, that means these files are, this is missing data, right? We know that. So how can we extract? Extraction is simple. What I'm doing here, I have two things. You can just select, right? So this is how I selected the stations that I need for my study area, right? I have a list. I use that GIS to extract the station name or station number, right? Station number along with the station name. So here it is. You can see that I have the code, and if I'm gonna show you this one. See here. Okay. Okay. So there it is. The name of the stations. You can see the name of the station. This one, GHCN station. The basic name is this Matagorda, and I have that. See, I prepared this file from that text file I just demonstrated there. I have this station, 100 station within my study area. So I'm gonna extract this data. So what I'm gonna do here, this script will copy, okay, this script will copy only those stations. So from out of the entire world, I have one time series for one station .dli file. These are the text file, and out of this many files, right, I'm copying only the files that I need for my study area based on that input text file. So that is the code that will copy. There's some using that shuttle command. So it is just looping through each of these stations and checking if these stations are there in that directory and if it is matching, right? And then it is copying to the new directory here, GHCN data Matagorda, and it will do that. Okay, let me show you that one. I'm giving a test, okay? Test run. So now it will create one new test directory by this name, and it will copy only these 100 files, okay? I don't have any GHCN Matagorda test here. Let me show you. I only have that GHCN Matagorda, okay? This one, but it will create another file by the name of test. Inside this one, I have previous processing, okay? So this is another way to copy only those files, right? But I don't need that files. I need the entire time series, right? So let me just show you that. Since this is the Python code, I'm running that Python code. It is now which one? GHCN passive stations, okay? So GHCN, maybe it's passive stations, okay? It will copy only the stations. Maybe, I don't know if I saved it. Yeah, maybe I saved it. So it's copying, right? It's reading this file and looping through this one. It's copied, only checking. Let me show you that if it is creating the expected one. Yeah, see, test. It is copying that .dli file. Nothing but other than doing this, okay? So it is just copying. It is checking if these files are similar with the data set, then it is only copying and it is increasing this number. But I don't need that. I need the time series. I need the date and the time series, because each file is, the shape is different, right? It is like that. Out of this one, I need time series. So how can I deal with that one? So it is pretty complicated. I spent a lot of time understanding their format, and I just have written another code. So this code will do what? It will see, it is doing the same thing. It is copying first and it is repeating the task. It is copying up to this one. It is just copying, and then it is reading and making the time series and plotting. Yeah, so this is the issue you have to solve, because I had a little bit problem with that recording. So I just resumed it. So I think that's okay. So let me share it again and show you the processing. Okay, so what it is doing, it is just copying the files based on the station ID I specified, and it is reading those text file and making the format I need. That's why I just spend a lot of time to figure it out how to do that. And if you know the data structure, you can do that. So I think let me show you if it is done by this time, that one. Okay, I think yeah, it's done. It copied the 100 files. It's done. Okay, I'm just deleting this thing, and I don't need that. But what I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna show you the original one. So here I'm gonna make the time series, not the files. Okay, the files are there. So this one, it will copy and it will process. So what is the name of my script? GHCN extraction. Okay, so it is the next script. I can say GHCN, maybe extraction. Okay, let's see what is the name. GHCN passive extraction station and time series. Okay, passive, maybe extraction time series. If I run this code, definitely it will do the job for you. See, it is reading and it is successfully created and it's plotting. Now I'm showing the plot. Okay, it is plotting at the same time. If I wanna show you the plot, it is doing this plot. Okay, it's doing that plot. And if I switch my window, it will show that what it is actually doing. Okay, I'm gonna switch to that window and you'll see that it is doing that plot pretty quickly. There, see the processing. So yeah, I just came back because I also had a little bit problem with that recording. I don't know, it is problem with the connection. See, still the processing is going on, and I was sharing that one, right? I'm just switching the share again. You can see that, maybe, probably. Can you see that? Yeah, definitely you can see it's done. By this time it's done. So let me go back again to my current window. Sorry for the inconvenience because it is quickly reloading and it is doing the job. Okay, so that's that. Oh no, it's still doing the process, still it's running. Okay, that's why I'm just switching frequently from this window to that window so that you can see what it is actually doing, right? What it is actually doing for us. So it's plotting still because we have 100 stations, right? It is doing the process, and what it is actually doing, let me show you there. It is GHCN Matagordan test, right? It was that one, test GS, that one, right? Still it is writing. It's writing the files here. If I open one file, it is nothing but a time series now. See, it is in millimeter. I checked the unit, I did everything. It is showing you the date because these are the daily data, and I have the data for whatever the time step we have. It is reading from that because all station doesn't have the time, right, from 1993 to 2017 because it is covering many stations and entire world. So they're just implementing new stations time to time, and they're starting to record this gauged data, right? So if you want to run any hydrologic model, for example, HEC-SMS, and you want to use your observed precipitation, and right, using I'm having the trouble again and again. So I think the processing is still going on because of this connection issue today. It is happening right now. So these are the data I have, and you can follow all these processes. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off here, and you can do that. Maybe I'll record it again. I don't know if it works, then it is okay. Otherwise, I'll do it again next time if I get time. Okay, so thank you very much for time, and see you in the next tutorial as well. Bye.